So we have a 2010 Acura TL. So we have a 2010 Acura TL. We're doing the O2 sensor. They got a slight oil leak, but we'll find that later. So this is one O2 sensor. The one in the rear right here. Right there. And then get to the back keys. Have one right here at the bottom. Oh, the camera's a little blurry. There we go. Right underneath one, and the last one right here behind the exhaust. This one's gonna be a little difficult. As you can see, there's not a lot of space, but I believe this is all four of them. Always got some cardboard up top and right in the back. All four O2 sensors. So to start replacing them, this sensor connects right here clearly. This bottom sensor connections right here. But as I was looking for the rear, you could see this rear sensor right here, and it's one right next to it that back there. You can't see it, but what I'm doing is taking this off. So I pop these off, and I believe this one is up. These ones are 13s. I pop those off that side. And the ones in the back are 12s. And I just use a little extension for that one. Nothing like, just a Craftsman 1/2-inch driver, and these things pretty much pop right off. I like to set my stuff up there. I'm not going to fully remove this. I just need a little bit of space, and it's right there. That's the connection for the rear sensor. I'll put some descriptions in the video. And you know, we're gonna replace them. This one was kind of difficult to get to, but a socket, and you can pretty much get to it. So it's a little push pin right here. You just push that up and slide it out. Let's see if I can. Just push this down, slide out, and on the back, it has this push tab right here. You push this down and slide it out. I'll show you on the front. So they just, I worked this one as well. Takes a little while to pop out. So push this. Just push this, slide it out. You got it. I'm trying to explain this tab. You push this bottom piece. It's usually hooked onto this. And all you gotta do is press that back tab and slide down. Pops right out. Yeah. What I used to get it was this. That's the tool I used to get it out. And if mine look different from yours, it's because I tried to use a spacer, but the spacer didn't really work for me. As you can see, it still was shooting the code. Now I'm getting Bank 2 Sensor 2, but I figured I'd just replace all of them. I got them from eBay. I got the Honda parts. They pretty legit. All come in plastic. They also come with some thread sealer on them. So I haven't tried the bottom ones, but I know it's going to be a little tight, so I'll have to clip this video. This one looked like it's going to be pretty cool. I might end up removing this shield, this little plastic right here, but this one's my concern. This one in the back. Let me just see if I can get it on here. I was just driving it, so I'm trying to be careful. It's kind of warm still. Yeah. So what I'll do is wait till it cool off, and then I'll come back to show you guys how it fit. As I'm waiting for it to cool off, just wanted to show y'all some of the clips. They look like this. So what I do is take like a pry tool and just work it out. So these ones you gotta pull out the middle, then it pretty much just comes out. Has a few on here. So I'm gonna just pour this down until I can get a good enough amount of room. I'm not gonna worry about removing the whole thing. Some up here, missing a few, so somebody been down here before. Yours might have some bolts. Mine didn't, but yeah, y'all get the idea. I don't know how many it is, but you know, check yours out. Just wanted to show y'all how to get these push pins out. So like this one's been kind of difficult. You want to make sure that this is all the way pulled out, the middle. Yeah, that's about it. So I ended up taking the whole shield off, what was left, and I used the O2 sensor socket and then an extension with a 3/8. And this one wasn't on pretty tight, thank God. So as you see, as I'm twisting it, it's starting to wrap up. So I'm gonna just take my screwdriver, my socket out because it's kind of hand tight. Well, it's a little bit loose, so I'm gonna try to twist it with my hand. Kind of a little tougher than I thought, but after I get this out, I'll get back to y'all. All right, so what I did was I tightened it a little bit to relieve some of the tension, I guess, and socket got a little loose, so now I'm just twisting it out. It's actually using like a two-hand motion. Do whatever you gotta do to get this joint out. Got it out. I say it was time for a change. This thing got about 200,000 miles on it. Just the first time I did this. So I'm sorry to all the mechanics out there, but hey, I just need to get in and go. This is my hoopty. So let's check out this back one and let's see how it goes. It's still a little hot, so I might wait a little while. So it definitely took some finessing, but I got it on there. What I did was put the socket on my wrench first and then finagled it up there. Make sure your cord is disconnected as well. And it's giving me a little tension, so I guess I'm on there. I'm gonna try to break it loose. Hopefully as easy as the first one. I double back, but 3/8 socket, and the O2 sensor socket definitely fits. We have little room, but you can definitely get in there. All right, let's go, lefty loosey. Thank God for whoever put this on. I definitely popped it off real easy. So I'm about to just get up in there. And they say you only gotta get it like hand tight, like a fuel filter tight. So I mean, this was good for me. I'm just reversing it off. Okay, I got that joint out. Yep. I mean, I see why it was shooting me the code. It's not as bad as the first one. These ones was pretty bad. And like I said, I tried the little spacer on these. It didn't work, but they say the spacers are for the downstream sensor. The upstream was the two on the top. These ones underneath was the downstream. So I guess I didn't put the spacers on the right one. But if you're doing all this work for real, I say just go ahead and buy them. 2 of them cost me $52 off eBay. They was Honda. It came with downstream and the upstream on 1 pack. So I just bought 2 packs. All right, here we go. These are the new ones. So I'm not taking the top off to show y'all. It's whatever. These ones was ugly too. But this is the upstream. You can tell because the cords are a little shorter. That's the new one. This is the downstream. The cord a little longer. Old versus new. So yeah, you can tell the difference. They might not be from Honda unless they updated it. I'm just going off these little slits. But it said it was Honda. But you know, they make updates every now and then. So cool. I'm about to install these joints and let y'all know. And I forgot to say it at the beginning, but always disconnect your negative battery terminal before you get started on any car work, especially electrical. That's just like a rule of thumb. So let's put these new joints on. I got 2 of each. They came in a little plastic bag. I poured them out for y'all. So I was just having a little trouble feeding it through. So I took the old O2 sensor and hung it right there. And I dropped it the same side. It was like over here. It was like right there. And I fed it through this side. And that was the same side it was previously on. Came down. And I kind of just tied it real loosely up to the new one. Might snug it down just a little more. But I didn't want to damage anything. But just get it kind of tight so it won't get loose as I gently pull it up there. I'm gonna see if it works. Hopefully it does. I'm trying and chill. Grab the old one. Just jiggle it up. It seemed like a good idea. And it's like right there. Cool. So get it stuck on something. Oh, there it is. It worked. I got it up to where about need to go. So I'm gonna just take the little knot off, plug it in, plug the back sensor in, and you feel me? We cool. All right, man. So we got the new joint in the rear. Boom, that connector. That's the downstream, upstream. Got them both plugged in. Same as the front. Both plugged in. New joint going right there. This one's going that way. I'll get some zip ties and zip it in. Got the new joint back there. And that feeds. So now all I gotta do is put this bar back. It's easy right here. And line it up right there. Same deal, line it up right there. Man, it's pretty much all done. Alright, if this helped you, you know, like, I'll try to post more videos. I only got this 2010, 17, no, this a 20. And then I got the Denali right there. Those are gonna be my videos unless I'm doing glass or something.